early morning. It's not nighttime.
Early morning, actually. And today, I'm going to my surgery appointment. Why is he drinking?
When you were born, this is where they brought you. Right over here, behind those doors, right there is where they took you right after you were born. This is West 3. It's the cardiac intensive care unit. And this is where Ethan spent, stay over here, don't go close. This is where Ethan spent so many days. And you're gonna put clothes on in a little bit because we're gonna leave soon. Yeah, you're gonna go home. They did the surgery already.
When?
When you were sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping.
You were sleeping. Now you're waking up.
Mom, you have 6 eyes.
Huh?
You have 6 eyes.
I have 6 eyes.
Six eyes. Actually 4 eyes.
How many eyes do I have?
4.
You still see them double? What? How many fingers?
2.
Okay.
It's the Percocet.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, 3 eyes. Yeah, 4 eyes. Yeah.
You're trying to focus your eyes. So we are in post-op recovery, and Ethan's saturations have been too low for them to be able to send us home. He's sitting at 88, but they want him in the mid-90s. So hopefully he can get those sats up so we can go home. If not, he'll just require some oxygen. So Ethan is out of the OR. We are in our post-op room. He's just over here. He has to be able to keep his oxygen levels above 90 for us to be able to go home. While he was asleep, he was at like 87, 88, but he's usually at about 96. So as long as he can keep his oxygen levels above 90, we should be able to go home today. So we're hoping everything goes well. After Ethan got out of the OR, I went back to the recovery room to see him, and it's like a big open room. So in the recovery room, there's no curtains up to like separate or give privacy to the families. Everyone's just kind of out in the open. And when they took me back there to see Ethan, I got so sick because I don't do well with hospitals. And Ethan was waking up from anesthesia, and he was crying, and he was super confused, and he kept gasping for air, and it just put me in a full panic mode. I had a really bad panic attack, so the nurses had to escort me out. They actually had to hold me up because I was passing out as I was walking out of the recovery room. And I got out the recovery room, and I just had to sit on the floor in the hallway. I couldn't walk because, of course, I really would have fell and hit my face if I tried to walk. But the nurses were great. They got me like a cool towel. They brought me juice and water, and then I was fine after that. So that was a scary experience. But they actually told me that another mom fainted this morning in the same recovery room. So it's pretty normal for parents to go in there and pass out. So he's doing much better now. He isn't crying anymore. They did give him some narcotics, so he seems pretty comfortable. And we should be headed home pretty soon, hopefully. The nurse is going to speak with the cardiologist, and as long as the cardiologist is okay with his oxygen levels, we will be going home. How do you feel about that, Eats? You ready to go home? Yeah? He has no clue. He had no clue what was going on. I told him the surgery was over. He was like, "What, Mom, you're joking." I'm like, "No, the surgery's over." He was like, "But I never went to sleep." I'm like, "You've been sleeping for over 2 hours." He didn't realize everything was done. I told him he wouldn't remember any of it, which is good. So we're good. Hopefully we can head home soon, and we'll keep you guys posted. Bye.